All right, so the G Cube, it's the heat pump system. It's the third generation of the ducted heat pump systems for Midea. It comprises obviously the outdoor unit, which is the heat pump, the indoor unit, the air handler, and you see that on here on the left, and then the smart thermostat, as we internally call it, the smart thermostat that comes with an app connectivity as well. Because Midea is a vertically integrated company, we were able to manufacture our own compressor, and that allowed us to have a much reduced, smaller size outdoor unit, but still keep the same performance and improve performance actually. On the air handler or the AHU, you can see that it can be split into three different sections, the blower, the filter, and the coil. And that helps for easier transportation in really narrow attics or crawl spaces and stuff like that. These cabinets of these AHUs are narrower than the normal high efficiency air handlers in the market today. And one of the ways that this was achieved is that we were able to move away from the indoor coil being an A to an M indoor coil. Most consumers typically don't replace their HVAC system just because it's cool to do so, right? They're waiting until theirs fails. So one thing that we've designed with this the third generation EVOX is that it will have the auto voltage detection. So it'll run on either the 115 volts or 208 volts. So this helps, especially if you're trying to replace like a gas furnace in your home today, you can run it off of the same electrical system. You don't have to pay for a very expensive electrical work to be done in your home. However, if you do need auxiliary heat later, you can do that electrical work later at a later date. Next slide, please. So on this slide, it really just shows the performance levels as they've been tested on these G-Cube SKUs. As you can see that these not only meet, but they exceed a lot of the CEE's Tier 1 path performance requirements. So essentially what this means that the SKU is really suitable for all the climates, not just cold climates, but also for some of the hot climates. And it also allows our distributors to really hold only one SKU. So you don't have a SKU very specific for a very cold climate, but you can have one SKU for a cold and some of the warmer climates as well. And then the third slide, this is probably where I'll be spending a little bit more time. So with a smart thermostat being, it can be a communicating thermostat, so really integrating with the Midea proprietary RS-485 communication, or it can actually work as a 24-volt thermostat as well. So it does work with a third-party system as well. The smart thermostat connects to the smart home app. So the smart home is the name of Midea's app. And the app is actually very friendly to use. It's super easy. It's won some Red Dot Awards on design. Currently, the star ratings in the app stores are 4.7 on the Apple Store, and on Google Store, it's 4.5. The thermostat itself, it operates off of over-the-air updates as well. So not only can the thermostat be over-the-air updated, but also the AHU. So the indoor unit can, through the thermostat, be upgraded at any time. The typical, everything is connected, especially thermostats, right? You want to be able to control this remotely. You want to be able to view what your household is doing. So there's obviously we have the normal connected features, but there's some more advanced features, I guess, I'd like to highlight a little bit more. For example, scheduling. A lot of folks do scheduling through online only. We do allow for local scheduling of the thermostat, so time of use pricing and time of use schedules are also not a problem. We do have a real clock on the thermostat itself, and schedules can run locally. And once connected, it can synchronize with an app as well. The thermostat provides energy monitoring as well of the AHU and the outdoor unit. Some smart sleep curves. Another cool feature is the smart watch control. We can control your thermostat through your Apple Watch or your Google Watch. The normal stuff, Google Alexa and everything else. Home automation through what we call our own internal scenes functionality. So you are able to integrate this thermostat with other fans, window air conditioners, and whatnot. Weather forecasts, we allow for like 2 different dehumidification modes on these AHUs as well. And probably one of my favorites is the iCheck. This is an internal word for a function that's basically self-diagnostics, right? So the iCheck runs on its own continuously, But as a user, you can also navigate into the thermostat and click on just to run a check of your whole home system. What that really entails is it looks for software issues. It looks for parameter and memory storage issues. It's going to look at network status. It's going to look at are the outdoor unit, indoor unit, and thermostat communicating well. It's looking at all the whatever access it has to the internal sensors, equipment protection, and really does a deep dive on operational status. Currently, we are recording, or we can record up to 70, or actually a little bit more than 70 parameters, and in addition to error codes. So there's additional error codes. So it really ensures us for a comprehensive monitoring system of the whole system, if you will. And then in addition to this eye check that's being done through the thermostat, right? The thermostat is really your interface that allows you to see a lot of that stuff. We also have what we're calling an all easy dashboard. And this dashboard is meant to be used for engineering teams, for installers, for distributors. And it allows for secure and efficiently remote diagnostics of your system, right? It allows you to look at the system remotely, look at all those parameters, and then do diagnostics before you are even visiting a potentially customer's home. And maybe even there's a potential of solving it through an over-the-air update. Obviously, the customers, the homeowners, have full control over their data sharing. So they are through the application and this all easy dashboard. There's a separate app for the installers and the contractors. The homeowner has full control of the data sharing. So they are allowing either indefinite control or indefinite access, temporary access, or they can completely deny access to their systems. And then adding on a little bit to interoperability, like I said, I mentioned briefly Alexa and Google Home. This is very typical, but not only are we doing that, we are also a board member for the Connectivity Standards Alliance, CSA, and we are very involved with Matter. So we are planning on very soon introducing the thermostat to also be a Matter certified thermostat. So that allows for full and seamless integration into any of the ecosystems that currently exist, if a customer or a consumer chooses to do so. Another really cool functionality that I think in the smart home is the fact that you can share locations and you can create multiple locations in your home. So as an example, if you have a system at home and then you have a vacation home as well, you can control both in addition to all the other appliances. You can control both of those from the same app. And even if let's say your vacation home is in a different time zone, it does allow for those systems to run a schedule on that time zone as well. And it's super easy to share devices and share these accounts with other smart home users. And again, to the point, you can do indefinite sharing or temporary sharing certain aspects of it. On the efficiency side and certifications, the Gen 3 or our Gen 3 systems, AHRI 1380 certified, and we are working currently on the smart thermostat to be OpenADR certified as well. Like I said, it's fully OTA-able, so it's continuously going to grow. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, there's a couple of highlights here: the sales manager, our senior product managers, and then the engineering directors who are working on the functionality of this.